Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Benjamin Zeus, what up, brother? See, can we change this? Roll the corn. Let's go back to full screen. Wisner, Louisiana, BTJ, what up? Rico. New Orleans in the building. Atlanta, Inglewood, California. Clearwater, Florida. Benjamin Zeus. Daryl Harden, my brother. What's up, brother? Brave Hawk. Lexus 590. Peace and love. Chief Mancy. True Self. Roll the corn. Duke Mason, what up? Brave Hawk. Big Dream Creators. We know the truth now. I hope you learn something on this page, man, and apply this to real life, because I just be wanting people to learn some of this stuff so they can, we can break through some of this history and what we supposed to be doing and how it's supposed to be done. And love you, and I'm in love with you. Rudy Ray 60, LA in the building. Niji Mines. Roll the corn. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Love you, and I'm in love with you. Today, I'm going to go over a couple of old receipts. Somebody asked me for some old receipts on some stuff, and I'm going to go over it today. The Real Indian, We Know the Truth Now t-shirts, pre-order starts tomorrow. The Real Indian, We Know the Truth Now t-shirts dropping tomorrow. I'm taking pre-orders tomorrow. This is going to be real huge on the front with the We Know the Truth on the sleeve. Instead of trying to put some type of graphics on the shirt, I got to give you the real artifacts. Real artifacts. Not nothing AI created. This is not AI created. This is a real artifact from Mexico. Yeah, hoodies too. Hoodies, t-shirts. Yes. Tomorrow we're taking pre-orders. And everybody from the old order list, get this for free. Everybody who got the other shirts, and y'all get this for free, because the old shirts, some people didn't get there, they sent them back in the mail. So I'm gonna send y'all these for free. I got a new distributor gonna get them out faster. Now, roll the corn. I was watching, before I get started, I was watching the Nature Boy documentary. Somebody sent it to me a couple of times, and I watched it. And it's something he was doing that I didn't, it disagreed with me so much, because I tried to give it a chance to see what kind of person he was and what he was on. But it's one thing that he done wrong that don't nobody talk about, right? See, all of this polygamy, and all of that type of stuff It's not right, people. It's not right. It's not your original culture. It's not rooted in nothing. It is a self-appeasing thing that people do because you become selfish by wanting every woman in the vicinity. You become selfish with that. Anything is too much, people. If you eat too much chocolate, it's too much. You drink too many Cokes and Sprites, it's too much. You want all the women, it's too much, bro. And that becomes a downfall for man who knows better in his spirit. In that man's spirit, he knew better. That's why nothing would never go right for him. You cannot claim to be a master teacher of nothing and don't have no discipline with what you can't say something and then don't do it. Then that's when bad things start to happen. Right? People think commandments of our people are fake. They think that's biblical. Before hunter-gatherers could even write, we had commandments, people. You must understand that. We are the moral people of the planet. That's why when we do things that ain't moral, we don't never get ahead. We lose every time. You ever seen that? In your life, you do something that's not aligned right, it always come back on us because they can win doing it. They can win doing evil. You can't. See, that's the difference. A lot of people don't understand it. They can win doing evil. I'm not saying they winning like winning in life. I'm saying they winning on what they want, right? They have no spirit. They have no morals. So they can do evil things and acquire materialism on the back end because they're not connected to source. They freelancing. They taking land, robbing, killing, snatching children, snatching women, selling them. Their goal is materialism. So they can do what they want to do it. If we do it that way, we gonna fail every time. We're gonna lose our mind every time. I hate to talk about this, but I got to. Nature Boy, you do not covet another man's woman, bro. You do not covet another man's woman, bro. You don't do that. That don't go with being divine, bro. You don't do that. Who taught you that? Did you make that up yourself? I ain't trying to beat up on him, bro. I ain't trying to beat up on him, but we must learn from the past. We got to learn from the past, bro. Right? We learn from the past. You look at people's situation and you learn from it. That's the only way to learn, right? Now, let me show y'all something. Let's go back real quick. Now, what people don't understand is our culture is the culture that made the morals, people. They try to make it a biblical moral, a religious moral, because people don't study enough to understand that we had morals 3,000 years before the Bible. That's what people don't understand. Let me show y'all something. Ancient Samaria, the Sumerian Noah, and the flood story, right? 2600 BC. These people wrote the flood story down in 2600 BC. That is almost 3,000 years before the Bible. So if the commandments are fake, why are these people writing commandments 3,000 years before the book was written? This is where they get this stuff from. The ancient agriculture people with morals and standards. Let me show you. The 10 Commandments, right? Sumerian 10 Commandments, 2600 BC. Do not curse with powerful means. Do not kill. Do not laugh with or sit alone in chamber with the girl that is married. Don't even sit alone in a room with another man's wife. Your people, our people made this up because the Ube Sumerian culture are to Americans. I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to show you in this live. Morals came from this land, people. You can't do what an African do. You can't do what a European do. Or we gonna fail every time. P. Diddy can't have 50 girls in a party every night. You gonna fail. We had standards 2600 BC. That is 5,000 years ago. You don't even sit in the room and laugh with nobody's wife, bro. Sit alone, chamber with a girl that is married. Nature Boy, I hope you listening from where you at. I love you, I'm in love with you. But you violate the ancient code, brother. That's why things happen the way they happened. If you would have let them people stay with them other guys you had and kept your woman and lived virtuously, you probably would have made it. You already a melanated man in the world. You can't run around and do all that, bro. You was lustful. You can't do that. See, they try to teach you that they created these laws, but a barbarian don't have morals, people. When you ever seen a lion or a tiger with some morals? He get hungry, everybody got to get ate, bro. He's a part of nature, but he has no morals when he's hungry or when he want it, or when whatever he wants, he go gets it. That's the difference between you and animalistic traits. Can't do that, bro. Can I run around with 7 wives, bro? That is Middle Eastern, African stuff. Ain't nothing right about that. Roll the coin. So I just want to let the future nature boy know that, see, Vincent, the Sumerian Ubaid culture is older than Egypt, brother. The Ubaid culture older than Egypt. That teaching was in the Mesopotamia and the Fertile Crescent before it ever got to Egypt, bro. Egypt starts around, what, 3,500 BC, they say? Mesopotamia started before Egypt. Them laws was already coming on their land from different places. You gotta know the timeline. Now let me break all this stuff down. Let's start here. Because I want y'all to see something that don't nobody talk about. Right? Roll the coin. Now, why are all these people hooked to American things? They're talking about American things. The North American peregrine falcon is Sakar. Sakar, people. The North American peregrine falcon is Sakar. Saqqara is named after the North American falcon. That means those people were connected to Tamari. Because their first deity was Sakaar, not Horus. It turned into Horus, the North American falcon. Ra is the North American hawk. Simple. Let's keep going. I'm going to get into Mesopotamia too. Then on top of all that, we got American cocaine and nicotine, THC, in mummies. Tobacco plants native to America in mummies. Contact between America and Egypt. Roll the corn. Cocaine, nicotine, and hashish in mummies. All from America. Traces of cocaine and nicotine were found in their hair, soft tissue, bone mummies, indicating consumption rather than eternal contamination. They consumed it. The findings were controversial and met skepticism, suggesting a contamination to false positives. Now, let's look at this thing different. Let's go look at it a little different. Now we gotta look at this thing a whole nother way when you know this stuff, right? Let's look at it a little different. The enemies of Egypt. The enemies of Egypt. Now, if this is a Tamari culture who are copper colored, Africans and some other type of culture were the enemy of Tamari people's kingdom on the Nile. So we moved to the Nile today, everybody in the chat. We moved to the Nile today. We set up American style crop fields on the Nile. We built the first pyramid. We have storehouses full of food. We have our own belief system, our own teachings. These people start to attack us, people. Think about it now. They start to attack us. Enemies raided the borders in the first dynasty of Egypt to seize fertile crop fields of the Nile Delta. So, to be honest with you, our people are really telling the world on the walls, this is a sandal from Egypt. You put your enemies as your footstool, just like in the Bible. You put the African, after you come to that land, they are attacking you. So you put them on your sandal to show that they are enemies of the new kingdom you built on the Nile. The first Egyptian is not African. Africans were attacking them. As you can see, this is King Tut. I'm gonna go through that real quick. Some type of Middle Eastern people were attacking Middle Eastern looking people and Africans. Now, the story switches now. Now the story switches. This looked like our people built a kingdom on the Nile and we were getting attacked by the people from that area. Middle Easterns and Africans. And as you can see, we were copper colored, tall, well nourished. We got chariots and horses, Ma'at ideology. They didn't have Ma'at ideology. We did. We bought it there. Now, let's go through the receipts real quick. Enemies of Egypt, the first Egypt. You see the people. Africans. Africans, y'all know what kind of people them is. Tall, brown-skinned African, these two different people. These our people on their land. Them people are digging ancient Americans out of the ground in Saqqara, Egypt right now. Who doing it? Who doing it? These motherfuckers. The Arabs on the back end. The Islamic people. They still digging our people out. Enemy of the state, African. Some type of Middle Eastern people. Real quick. Copper color on top of an African. This is what you need to learn. Here go the enemies. We put our enemies on the wall. Roll the coin. You make your enemy your step stool. Ain't that in the Bible? Where you think they get that from? Roll the coin. Enemy, your step stool. Let's go find it in the Bible. Biblical metaphor. As you see, the enemy is on the step stool of the copper people. You see it? That's a step stool. Roll the coin. Let me show you something. This is our culture. Make your enemy a footstool. Famous biblical metaphor where God promises ultimate victory over adversaries. Who is the adversary? Because I got to go from the artifacts. I can't make nothing up. The adversary in those days were these people that's laying down under the foot. Now, truth now, you tripping, because how can you prove these people from Tamari? Let's get into the truth. Let's get into the truth. Roll the coin. Now I'm going to start back in America. Let's go back in America a little bit. As I showed y'all, mummies got American drugs in their system. Let's keep going. The Anasazi of the Southwest of America. What they say, what kind of people they was. Proto-Negroid type. Proto-Negroid type ancient Anasazi basket maker mummy. This shows melanated people in America in BC times, and they know he was Negroid. They know he was Negroid. Roll the coin. These real receipts. We been here, people. We the first agriculture people. Let's keep going. Watch this. What would they say now? Dolicho, this word right here. Proto-Negroid, the complete absence of Proto-Negroid type in the extreme north and northeast, right? So way up north is some type of hunter-gatherers. But them people in the mainland are Negroids. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, who built the pyramids in South America? As you can see, melanated people holding hands in nature. When nobody trying to take nobody's wife. When nobody trying to creep over there and say nothing to nobody's wife and do all that old evil stuff. They was in unison. See, when you in unison, it gonna work. What did these people build, Truth? As you can see, Huaca de la Luna, Peru. Huaca de la Luna, Peru. The inner brick wall of the Temple of the Moon. Now watch this. What did they build? Huaca. Huaca de la Luna Pyramid. This shows American culture, melanated people on the wall, copper colored people that built the same damn pyramid that sit right there in Peru. Stop acting like my people on this land didn't build no pyramid before Egypt had one. Stop lying to yourself. Do some real research. Go look at some real artifacts. Quit tricking yourself thinking that this is some shit made up in our mind. No. Let's look at it one more time. Huaca del Luna. Melanated people holding hands around the pyramid. They got on necklaces and everything. Look at them. Huaca de la Luna. Huaca de la Luna Pyramid. Now, when y'all see this shit in Africa, you think it's African. That is Tamari people building a pyramid on the Nile, fighting against Africans and Middle Eastern people in the First Dynasty. Now, where is this at, Truth? This is in Peru. This is in Peru. Roll the coin. Let's go back. Let's go back and see what they said about the first Egyptians. Where they come from. Roll the coin. Let's go back and look. Because people act like they don't understand history. There was a civil war in Central and South America that forced Egyptians to flee from the Americas. They escaped to the east side of Africa. They named the capital city Haru, right? The city Haru was eventually called Jerusalem, and it had stood in the Americas. Ancient Egypt's Jerusalem in the Americas kept scholars quiet and peaceful. Haru is Peru, people. Peru is the house of Haru. Per in Egyptian means house. All they did was switch it. Peru means house. The house of Haru. Then they said it was high in the mountains. Did they say it was high in the mountains? Watch this. What they say it was it. Built in the mountain in South America. Built in the mountains of South America. Roll the coin. Built in the mountains in South America. This it right here. 8,000 feet in the mountains in Peru. Machu Picchu. Now let me show y'all something. Y'all tell me what y'all see. Tell me what y'all see. Because I could be tripping. I need feedback from the people. What y'all see right there? Now, if you look at this long enough, it looks like a face with some type of headdress on right there. It look like a face with a headdress on. Y'all look at it and tell me what y'all see. What y'all see? I damn near see the headdress. What you see? You can see the headdress around his head right there. Right over the terraces where the crop fields is. 8,000 feet in the sky. Roll the coin. Now, okay, if these people left America and went to the east side of Egypt, the Inca didn't build this. This is before the Inca. They try to act like the Inca built this. Ain't no way. The Inca was not advanced enough to build this. 8,000 feet in the sky, shaped like a damn falcon. Nah. It's something right there, Rico. Now, let's keep going. Roll the coin. This is what you got to learn. The Spanish were greatly aided in the conquest of Peru through alliances with the Mongol Tartar tribes. Mongol Tartars teamed up with the Spanish and pushed the rest of the original people out. These, the fake Indians and the Spanish mixing together, these are the ancestors of the people who are there today. Do you get it? These hunter-gatherer Mongols, Tartarians ain't build no buildings because Tartar is Mongol. They teaching you backwards. They calling the building Tartarian building so you can keep saying Tartarian, giving these Mongol people power like they built the building. Mongol is Tartar. Same people. They not the builders of no buildings. They are taking your history, giving you some type of mythology in your head to make you think Tartarians built buildings. When they are hunter-gatherer Mongols. It's the wordplay, people. Listen to the wordplay. Tartar don't mean nothing, and we know the truth now. Ain't no Tartarian, ain't no mud flood, ain't none of this shit. All that shit is mythology. Your people built buildings going under the ground. That's why the motherfucker under the ground. It ain't underground because no mud floods all over the world. It's under the ground because they built it under the ground. Why you think you can go underground under a mound? Why you think you can go underground under a pyramid? We believed in the afterlife. Everything we build must go underground for the afterlife teaching. It's just common sense. What you think Duat is? What you think the path of souls is? It's going underground, people. Ain't no aliens under the pyramids. Just us. Just ancient melanated people from Timeri. Ain't no spaceship down there. It's a real ship down there. No damn spaceship. Talking about a spaceship. It's a real ship down there. Made out of American wood. And y'all know it. Let's keep going. The great mound builders created the most ancient structures known on the planet, people. Quit letting them people tell you Africa built something, a land with stars before us. No. Sumerians, no. We are them people. Göbekli Tepe, no. The most ancient known structures on Earth, ancient mounds and earthworks on the American continent, are documented to be older than the pyramids of Giza and esteemed monuments throughout the world. Ancient mounds are from a time immemorial with monuments reaching deeper into humanity's foundational past than any other structure crafted by man. The mounds you ride right by is the most ancient structure on the planet aligned with stars. Let me block you. Get your ass out of here. Then your name Constantine, I ought to come kick your ass. Your name Constantine, you hunter-gatherer. See, y'all's evil history has been taught around the world. That's why y'all claim y'all self Constantine and Apollo and calling y'all self sages, and y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't no sage to me. Y'all don't scare me. Y'all don't know. If I know the truth, you can't do nothing. Only thing y'all got on my people is y'all got our history. And y'all used our information to try to oppress us. It's the only thing y'all got on us, bro. So when my people start to learn their real history, it's over for y'all, because that's the only power y'all got. Hidden history, and you use the power of the ancestors' history, and you reciprocate it back onto oppressive people. That's what y'all doing. But that shit almost over with. I'm gonna teach the truth. We gonna learn it. I ain't giving my people no mythology. I ain't giving my people no religion. I ain't giving my people none of that. I'm gonna show them where it come from. They gonna study it, and they gonna kick y'all in y'all ass one day. Now, the ancient American mound builder culture in the southeast of America is older than all that other shit around the world. Let's keep going. It's way older. Now, the Atlanteans were remarkably innovative in technology and engineering, far surpassing other civilizations of the time. See, the real Atlantean, he knows agriculture, he knows astrology, he knows how to build pyramid, he knows how to make bricks, he knows how to build structures with a royal cubit to make that structure stand up for thousands of years. They already studied nature. They come from the ancient mound building culture of America. They are different from Africans and Europeans. So now, when you know that knowledge, you must apply that to what history is telling you. You know somebody smarter than somebody else came from somewhere else. Now, when they mix, that's when the stories start to come from that side of the world. Do you get it? I'm trying to teach you so you can understand it, right? Now, they constructed major canals, harbors, dams, showcasing architectural prowess that surpassed Rome or Athens 9 millennia later, additionally than higher development. Let's keep going. Cultural innovations created by man. Certainly one of the most profound in its effects has been the invention of agriculture. This is where the knowledge came. This is where it switched up. This is what showed the real people, nature's people, from the fake nature's people. This when it got real. When agriculture people built ships and went to new lands, they came to teach nature. But they was getting attacked because the other people were low vibrational. Do you get it? So when we speak of Mesopotamia and the Ubaid Sumerian culture, that is an advanced culture from Tamari, taking knowledge to the Middle East, and they getting attacked by these Middle Eastern people, the same people attack Egypt. When you see an Egyptian culture rolling the corn on the Nile, they are getting attacked. These people ain't got no crops, no knowledge, no belief system, no morals, and your ancestors were trying to show you on the wall. In Egypt, on the walls, go research it. They're telling you that their ancestors come from the West, from Atlantis. They told you. Fuck what the other people told you. They told you. That's the problem. We got too many people making up history. The people who lived in that era put it on the wall. They the people had the records. The wisdom of Thoth. Guess what he said? We got a ship buried under Giza with all our records on it, all our knowledge on it, all our astrology on it. The Khufu ship was under Egypt, people, not a space shuttle, the Khufu ship. The Khufu ship brought our knowledge and people to that land. We buried it to praise it. Do you get it? Why would you bury a ship? Because that's the ship that brought us to this motherfucker. Do you get it? It brought a people and a records and knowledge to that land. The first Egyptian knowledge ain't even from that land. They telling you that. Go research what I'm telling y'all. Roll the coin now. Cultural innovations created by man, most profound effects have been inventions of agriculture. Seemingly simple discovery of planting, cultivating, and harvesting food provided the basis of a larger, I can't see it, roll the corn, and opened the way to all of complex societies. If it wasn't for Tamari's agriculture, wouldn't be no Samaria. Wouldn't be no damn Egypt. Wouldn't be no ancient Buddha China. Wouldn't be no Indus Valley. Wouldn't be none of it. And I'm finna show you. We brought civilization to all these people. Let's keep going. The civilization of Atlantis described by Plato could not have existed if agriculture was unknown to its people. It allowed them to attain a high state of high civilizations. Greatly enhanced the natural productivity of the land. That was make your people divine, people. That what make y'all divine. Your grandma and them out there in that crop field, ain't nobody tell them to get out there. That was their culture. Didn't nobody make your great grandmama and them grow that corn and cotton and figs and greens. That's a culture. Same culture as these people in ancient times. It's the same people. They said the Hebrew, Sidonian, Phoenician is the ancestors to the Natchez Indians. Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me. They said the Hebrew, Sidonian, which the Greeks called Phoenicians, are the ancestors of the melanated Indians, one of the melanated Indian tribes in Mississippi. That means the melanated Indians, our people say they are, your ancestors are Paleo-Hebrews. I gotta break it down a little more. Okay. You laughing, Javier. I got the motherfucking receipts. See, you just playing. I got the receipts showing you that the Natchez Indians' ancestors were Paleo-Hebrews who got on ships and took it to the Mediterranean Sea. So over your head, you a hunter-gatherer. Watch this. The Egyptians were the only people in antiquity who were informed to the history of Atlantis. The Egyptians were maritime people, and the Atlanteans must have brought that knowledge to them. They were not likely to send ships to America. Africans do not send ships to America. Africans are not seafarers in ancient times, people. That's what you don't understand. They break the code on its own. Africans don't build no ships and go cross no oceans until later in history. We were already on the ship coming back and forth, bringing American copper, avocados, trees, everything to that raggedy motherfucker. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Crops, palm trees. We bought that over there. Citron became the Hebrew fruit. Didn't I teach you that? Let's keep going. The land was situated in the west. The Egyptians said the land was situated in the west. Hence the tombs were all placed possibly on the west bank of the Nile to celebrate the ancestors who come from the west. They wrote this on the wall, people. This ain't nothing we made up. You need to read the Edfu text, stuff like that, the Eber Papyrus. You need to read that stuff. Go decipher them too. The Edfu text and Eber's Papyrus is telling your story. And it sounds real biblical. The story sounds real biblical. Motherfucker like a remake. Part 2 with the white people in the movie. Part 1 got melanated people in the movie. Part 2 got all hunter-gatherers in the movie. Now you think the hunter-gatherers are the people who bought civilization. No. No, 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 no. Let's keep going. We found proof of the descent of the Egyptian from Atlantis in their belief of the underworld. The land of the dead was situated in the west. Hence, the tombs were placed on the west side of the Nile, right? The underworld was beyond the water. The funerary procession always crossed the body of water where the tombs were on the west bank of the Nile. The Nile was crossed where they on eastern shore procession past Sacred Lake. Now, let's keep going. Khenti Amenti, foremost of the Westerners and ancient Egyptians, the chief of the Westerners, not the Pharaoh, the motherfucking chief of the Westerners. Khenti Amenti, let's pull that up and show you who this is. He's the chief of the Westerners. I ain't got to pull it up. I got the receipt. Don't worry about it. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Osiris, Khenti Amentuer. Khenti Amentuer, the chief of the Westerners. Osiris is the chief of the Westerners. The resurrection of Osiris with the corn mummy, the crops. This is an American teaching. Ptah Sakhar Osiris is a corn mummy. You get it? Let's go see how he look. Let's go see how he look. Because they taught you this stuff was African. This ain't got nothing to do with them people. They learned all that shit from us. They took our culture and ran us up out of there and act like they the ones who built it. No, I ain't gonna let history go out like that. History ain't going like that. Not on my watch. Roll the corn. Oh, we ain't going for that weak ass shit. Khenti Amentuer, Osiris, from the tomb of Thebes, the chief of the Westerners. Roll the corn. The chief of the Westerners. Okay. We get it. We get it. Let's keep going. We know the truth now. We know the truth now. Let's go back to this. All right. Chief of the Westerners. Underworld swallowing the greatest catastrophe. There is no evidence that the civilization of Egypt was developed in Egypt itself. There is no evidence that the civilization of Egypt was developed in Egypt itself. It must have been transported there from some other country. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. It was transported there. As you can see, the people holding hands in Peru built pyramids. That's our culture. So when we drop a pyramid in Saqqara, the pyramid of Doja, that's our culture on their land. And when I go look in Saqqara, I see African enemies all over the motherfucking wall. Y'all over there digging up our people, American people. You hunter-gatherers. Why you think Africans are letting them people pull out them bodies from Egypt still to this day? It's not their ancestors. So they don't care. They just let the Muslims pull everybody out the ground and take all the monuments. Now, if they was pulling them people out in the middle of Memphis, Tennessee, in modern day time, we would go out there and kick their ass. We We will meet out there and kick. If you pull a melanated man with a tomb with a gold mask on from Memphis, Tennessee, in our face in 2025 and don't hide it, we will go out there and kick them white Muslim folk ass. Wouldn't even be no problem. Y'all Africans let them people pull our people out the ground. Then you still hate us today. Y'all just got out the way. Y'all know them our people getting pulled out them tombs and pyramids over there. That's the big lie of the world. Y'all find American copper, 4,500-year-old tombs. American copper tools from the Great Lakes. Same copper from the Great Lakes found in tombs in Egypt. Y'all know it too. Let's keep going. Corn and copper. The origin of maize farming in Egypt and the Middle East. They know it. Many artifacts from Nakata, one phase, 4,000 to 3,500 BC. Surface decorations features maize plants. So we know for certain that the New World grain had already reached Egypt by 4,000 BC. They was pulling stuff out of these places with corn on the motherfucking pottery. They won't even tell you that. You know why? Because that's when we gonna know them our people, and y'all done killed them and dug up all our people graves. Y'all gotta hide the sin of what y'all done to our people who traveled over there long before history. So y'all play on us and teach us it started all in Egypt. All these Billy Carsons, all these African teachers, Dr. City, and them other old ass niggas. I ain't got no respect for it no more, bro. Y'all ain't no master teacher. Y'all are master. Y'all are master at hiding shit for these hunter-gatherers. The tide is shifted, bro. I'm after all y'all neck. By myself, I ain't trying to be your friend. I ain't trying to do no podcast with you. I ain't trying to kick no knowledge with you. Why? You owed our people way more than what you gave them, bro. You gonna die an old man that didn't go deep enough and teach the truth to your own people. That's how I look at you. Because this story goes way back before y'all started to teach it. All y'all alien teachers, y'all gonna die an old man with the ancestors kicking you on your ass. Because you know better. This type of research you got to go find. Somebody say something like that, you got to go find it. Stop playing. Roll the corner. Put a 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat, 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 2 in the motherfucking chat. 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? We good? We good? These people say in 4,000, 3,500 BC, surface decorations featuring maize plants found on the Nile River. Nakata, one phase, 3,500 BC. Corn on the artifacts. Corn on the artifacts. These are our people over there farming, teaching them people spirituality of Ma'at. with an American Falcon Sakaar as the chief teaching. Then you name the city Saqqara after the Falcon of America. The first pyramid on the Nile is in Saqqara. People. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Copper and coin. Right? Maize reached the Middle East by 5000 BC. And it was in Egypt in 4000 BC. And maize became an important crop in Peru by about the same time, they say. Right? Farming reached India and China. Our ancient culture. Right? India and China. It was a result of human transport. The first carriers of maize were maritime traders and travelers who bought small quantities to these areas from America. It was a human transport. That means a divine being bought that crop and built Egypt and Mesopotamia. You hunter, that's why y'all call them gods. They talking about the bloodlines from this land we on right now. Let's keep going. The presence of maize in Babylon is evident from the kinds of farming equipment they were used for row planting. Farmers used combined piece of equipment, corn drills, and plows. Our teaching. These devices enabled the planting of seeds in deep furrows that extended all the way across the field in what is called a corn row. Corn rows in Mesopotamia, y'all. We getting deep now. Now, remember this word, furrows. Deep furrows. Remember that word? Look what else they did. They had an ancient method of irrigation and deep seed planting are suitable for small seeds such as wheat, barley, millet, grow best of the fairly dry fields. Stylized maize cobs can be seen practically everywhere in the hands of genies as a decorative motif on ancient motif. Corn cobs in the genie hand. Who the genie is? Who the genie? I thought these were aliens that put some DNA in your back. All a lie. Dagon. Galil et Dagon rolled the corn. Nimrod. Is that Nimrod? Oh, okay. This is a Tamari man holding the corn, and they made they made them gods in history. And aliens. Roll. Do you understand what I mean, roll the corn? This is what I mean. Let's keep going. Now, here's an Olmec statue with Galil et Dagon. That's Olmec with the fish god, with the fish on his head, with his hands of Dagon, way before the Sumerian. This is Tamari teaching. You think I'm bullshitting? Here go the real one. Here go the real artifact. Dagon, Olmec, fish hat. This is where the Sumerian culture come from. This is found in Central America. Not Mesopotamia, not Central America. This is found in an Olmec ancient city in America. Fish hat, doggone. As you can see here. Now you see where it comes from. Our ancient culture civilized the world, people. And I'm going to put the receipts in line so you can't not understand what I'm showing you. You take this and you teach the truth. We are the divine people from this land that took divine knowledge in agriculture and shipbuilding and structure building to their land. We were on the planet before they was. We were connected to nature. They were not. Copper Arrow, this is the best teacher you're going to get it ever. You're in the right place. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. They go to maize plants on the now, offering tomb of Nekhet, 1424 BC. The tomb of Nekhet of Pharaoh. Now, what the hell is this? What's that right there on the wall? What? That look like a husk and a piece of corn. Now, I don't just take surface information. I don't just use surface information for my teaching. I go to the wall, nigga. It took me years to find this picture I'm finna show you because it's hidden. Here go the same picture out that book on the walls. It's turned backwards in the book, but here go the same pictures on the walls in Egypt. What the hell is that? You can play with yourself all you want to. Why is corn in Egypt in 1500 BC? It was already there before that. Ain't that corn right there? You see the kernels on the damn cob. Ain't he brown skinned like us? This is not an African. No. This somebody who got a connection to corn. Because corn don't come from over there. I'm going to show you the real receipt on the walls. So when you visit Egypt, y'all find the tomb of Nekhet and go in there and get them damn pictures. It's still there. Unless they take it off of there, because truth now showed you the truth. They will do that too now. They evil. Let's keep going. Let's go back to the Sumerians. Sumerian accounts suggest that the Anunnaki imparted knowledge, including agriculture, to humanity. Agriculture to humanity. This sharing of knowledge would have been directly enabled humans to cultivate the land and develop agricultural practices. Now, Enki, Anunnaki, is credited with overseeing the draining of marshes, construction of dikes, digging of irrigation systems, and connecting canals. These actions were fundamental to creating fertile land suitable for agriculture, essentially furrowing the furrow, like I told y'all, corn seed planting, the land in a wider, more impactful sense than just tilling it. You just don't till the land, you furrow it for the seeds. Corn has to be furrowed. You can just throw wheat out there in the field. You gotta dig a small hole in the ground, put the corn down in the hole for it to grow right. This is ancient knowledge of the divine. You learn that in Tamari. You don't learn it in the Middle East. We are on a desert land, irrigating their rivers to make the ecosystem black land, Kemet, to roll the crops. You must know that. You just don't pop out your mama knowing how to furrow the corn. Your ancestors teach you that. Your people teach you that. So them people who pulled up in from through the Mediterranean Sea to Mesopotamia, from America, built the Fertile Crescent. The people who turned the Nile River black built the Nile. They weren't even from there. They were from another area in the world where crops was already rolling thousands of years before they got to this area. Timeri. The Egyptians called themselves Timeri. The Sumerians got a city called Mary. Do you get it? If you think I'm lying, you better go Google it. There's an ancient city in Mesopotamia called Mary from the Timeri. Then you get Egypt a couple of years later, Timeri. T-A, Ta is Hebrew, people. Who are the real Paleo-Hebrews? Not in the Bible. This is 5,000 years before the Bible. Mary, Timeri, the land of the ancestors, the land of Punt, the land of paradise. They know the desert is not paradise. They know that. So they tell you they come from paradise and their ancestors are from paradise. That's what they really trying to teach you. Let's keep going. Listen to them. That's all you got to do is listen to them. Now, these are myths, but it's true, but they switching it around, right? They try to say Anunnaki created humans to serve as laborers, including working in the fields and mines. This implies that they instructed humans in a necessary skill for agriculture, including preparing the ground for planting. Them ain't no aliens, people. It's not alien teaching. It's a more advanced person who was on the planet way before these humans who knew all about how the earth worked with astrology. So what you do is, when you come to a new land, you teach humans your ancient knowledge of planning for agriculture, your ancient knowledge for building structures, astrology that goes along with the agriculture. You are a more advanced being than them. You're way more connected to the planet. You have morals, standards. You work hard. You use nature to teach you patience and teach you how to be a good person and virtuous in the earth plane. That's what they're trying to tell you. They were teaching these barbaric people a new skill and language and way of living. That's what the real Anunnaki story is. They're not aliens, right? Their role was bringers of knowledge, creators of essential infrastructure, and instructors of humans, suggest a deep connection to the development of agriculture in ancient Mesopotamia. Their depiction in Sumerian texts aligns with the concept of furrowing, in a sense of enabling and establishing agricultural practices. Now, this is where you get the Noah story from. 3,000 years before the Bible, and if you think I'm lying, here go the receipt. Ancient Sumerians, what they were saying. Antediluvian Surupak to his son, Zuasudra, who was the Sumerian Noah. Now, all you people that say the Bible fake, all of it fake is made by white people, you a lie. Because this is 2600 BC. And they talking about putting crops and animals on a ship, coming to a new land after a flood. The new land is Mesopotamia. They brought their corn knowledge with them. They brought animals with them, palm trees, American crops. Now, the 10 Commandments, Hebrew and fake. Hebrew fake truth now. Ain't no 10 Commandments. White people made that up. You another lie. Because look at the commandments of those people. Do not kill. Do not laugh with or sit in the chamber with a girl that is married. Do not steal and rob. We had morals. You let these white folk tell you that they created the morals that we done? You ain't deep enough in the knowledge, big dog. You think you is. You just want to say F the Bible. Your people created morals and standards. You don't sit in a room with nobody's wife laughing and giggling with that weak ass nigga shit. That ain't where we come from. You don't rob, steal, and kill from your own people. That ain't where we come from. That's their culture. We were teaching them how to live morally. So if you deny it and say they created it, you taking power from your own people. You born with these morals in your soul, in your system. You already know this stuff. They was born and ain't even in their system. They got to read a book to get moral. We were moral from birth. So when you go against your morals, bad things happen to us. Nature boy. When you go against the original morals of the divine, they throw you away, big dog. The police ain't throw you away. The ancestors gave you time and time again to get that right. You never done it. You kept on trying to sleep with every woman that come around you to try to learn some knowledge, bro. You don't use your knowledge to conquer people. You use your knowledge to help people in their spiritual journey. Once you start to use it for your own personal gain, you cursed. That's why white people are cursed. They try to say the melanated people, the burnt people, the people of Ham are cursed. That's a lie. They the ones cursed. Do you get it? That's why they read the Bible so hard. That's why they so Christian. They trying to get that evil cursed spirit together inside of them. We ain't got to read nothing to know right from wrong. To be honest with you, we know right from wrong from the door. We were 3-4 years old knowing not to do certain shit. We like, boy, I ain't touching that shit. Grandma gonna beat my ass. I ain't touching it. You take your bad ass over there and touch that pie Grandma just cooked. Stick your finger in that pie you want to. I ain't touching it. The grandma cut it. I ain't touching it. They're morals. A hunter-gatherer would have stuck his hand right in there and grabbed a piece of the pie. Pie all over his face. Once you know better, you do better, bro. So people who know better start to do the wrong thing and bad stuff start to happen. Because it's already ingrained in us to do the right thing. Virtue comes from us. In 2000 BC, cultures in Africa and Europe didn't even have a language, people. That's what they don't want to teach you. They didn't even have a language. While Egypt was writing languages on the wall, 2 and 3 different languages, Europeans were still hunter-gathering, saying ooga ooga. Africans had advanced a little past the European, but they still were not elite like our people. So when you talk about paleo-pictograph languages, that's our culture. The first pharaohs got Zayin, the hand plow, on their chest. You think they just got that for nothing? They told you that was Egyptian, but that is a paleo language that goes back to the agriculture fields of Tamari. I'm the first person to find an artifact with Zayin on it from the mounds in America, right on their face. You better check in and see your real history, because it's all a lie. Let's keep going. Roll the corn, the tomb and the kit. Now, here go this Sumerian stuff. Shalah, depicted holding ears of grain, was linked to agriculture, fertility, and a good harvest. Shalah, Shalom, Salem, same shit. Roll the chord. Jerusalem. You starting to hear it? You starting to hear it, huh? Now you starting to hear it. Watch this. You starting to hear it. You can't not hear it. It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA. Once you hear it, you'll never forget it again. Once you hear it, you'll never forget it again. Shalah, Shalom, ancient Sumerian Shalah for Virgo. Okay. Once you hear it, you'll never forget it again. Shalah is associated with Salam. Oh, okay. Wow, ancient Anunnaki saying the same word as Salam. Shalah, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. These are ancient words we used to have, people. Shalah, meaning to be at ease, tranquil, secure. The Hebrew shalom, meaning peace, complete and whole. Where you think these words come from? This ain't no biblical word made by no damn white people. Your people made Shalah, Jerusalem changed when the language changed. Not them. Stop giving them people all that power. They create nothing. Okay. I could break down 100 words like that. That's just the beginning of that. Now, let's break down Shalah. She holding a good harvest. She holding grains. This is Shalah on the walls in Mesopotamia. As you see the chin, just like the Egyptian, some type of steel type of same headdress. Now what the hell is this? What is this? On the Shalah, Shalom, Salem. What's that in her hand? Y'all tell me. Huh? What is it? That's corn. The teaching of the first paleo language of pictograph come from our people. It's corn. They call it her Shalah, which turned into Salem or Shalom later. That's a stalk of corn. You see them three? You think I'm bullshitting? They go 3 corns right there on the stalk. I'm gonna show you the real corn on the stalk, 3 of them. She got 3 of them right there. Look, the animals eating the corn. They feeding the animals the corn, their livestock. This ain't no African culture. Stop playing and get to the truth, bro. Ain't no African feeding no goat, no corn. He not a shepherd of the land. He not the good shepherd. Where do you think all this stuff come from? You think it's biblical? Stuff was on the land 3, 4, 5,000 years before the Bible was written. A good shepherd takes care of his people, the land, and the animals. Way before you heard the name Jesus. I'm just giving you the truth. These were melanated people. This real abundance. Not no damn car, no house. This was real abundance. Take care of your people, the land, and the animals. And the earth gonna reciprocate it and give it back to you. Now, Shalah, furrow, Virgo. Shala, Virgo, furrow. Don't forget these words. Shala, Virgo, furrow. What is the zodiac sign of the mother goddess? Put it in the chat. Come on now. What's the Virgo sign of the mother goddess? Virgo. People. Virgo is the virgin. Virgo is the virgin. Became the Virgin Mary. The mother goddess for agriculture became the Virgin Mary. Now let's break these words down. If Virgo means virgin, where does Mary come from? Mary. All you gotta do is listen. The Virgo teaching from Mary. Virgin Mary? Ain't no real Virgin Mary, people. They're talking about Virgo and a Mary teaching. I told you a town in Mesopotamia was called Mary. Then you name Egypt Mary. Why is Mary still popping up in all these cultures? The face of the Sphinx is Virgo. The body is Leo. You start to understand it? The mother goddess is the protector of the river and the harvest. So after the spring, after the summer, the mother goddess Virgo protects what was created. That's why you show the baby in the hand. The mother goddess, the mother nurturing and protecting the baby. That is symbolism for the protector of spring, sowing the seed, summer harvest. The end of the harvest is Leo going into Virgo. You align the Sphinx with Regulus, the star Regulus, the end of the harvest. Regulus sits in between Leo and Virgo. That's why you make the lion's body with the woman's face facing Regulus. Truth don't know what he's talking about. He just is on here talking shit. I can prove it. Sphinx, that is the point of the Sphinx. The end of the harvest. The protector of it. It protects the water and the harvest. Sphinx is aligned with Regulus. It ain't no damn Thoth, ain't no Tahuti, ain't no none of that. Tahuti teachings is just the teaching of sickness. That's all it is. That's all it is. Roll the coin. That's all it is, people. It's Tahuti teaching. That's the wisdom. Tahuti is the ibis. Tahuti is sickness. That's the knowledge of sickness. That's all it is. We're going to break this stuff down right. The Sphinx faces due east. At a specific time of the year, Regulus, right there, rises in the exact corridor of the gaze right before dawn. Leo going into Virgo. The Regulus star marks the spot of the Sphinx. If you find a Sphinx around the world, this is what you do. If a Sphinx somewhere near you, do what you do. When Leo going into Virgo, go out there and align it to the east and stand behind it and watch in the dawn and watch Regulus die right there in front of the damn Sphinx. Go watch it. If you think I'm bullshit, that's ancient culture. It ain't got nothing to do with these new people. Let's keep going. They don't know nothing about that. That ain't even their teaching. Now, Shala, right? Ear of grain. representing her connection to agriculture and fertile harvest. Her association with Virgo, also known as the furrow. Furrow comes again. Let's go find her. There she go right there. Furrow. Virgo. What she got in her hand? Some type of grain or some type of ear of grain. That is the mother goddess of the Sumerian. Virgo. Furrow. Enkidu creation. Let's look at another one. Furrow. Right there. Virgo is a woman. Roll the coin. This is all astrology, people. That's all this stuff is. It's all astrology. Tammuz, connected to agriculture, links to the land and fertility. Furrows, created for planting. Nature in the growth of the furrows. It's right there on the astrology. This is the story. This is the Epic of Gilgamesh. This is the Epic of Gilgamesh story right here. It's all teachings of astrology, the sun, different zodiacs going around. They write a story about the Epic of Gilgamesh. This story has a lot to do with the Bible. This story has a lot to do with history. The story has a lot to do with mythology. You get it? Egypt got the same type of circle with the same type of stuff on it on the walls in Egypt. Whoever did this knows astrology, people. And they know it to a T. And they use this to map out agriculture and teach knowledge to people who don't know it. This don't mean they from outer space. They are using the only clock and calendar they got in ancient times to align with what's going on the ground. But this comes from agriculture. That's why they done it. Now, roll the coin. Now, if we go back to ancient, let me get this picture. Hold on. Put a 2 in the chat, 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 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? We good? We good? Now, this is an artifact from ancient Mesopotamia, right? Now, you see the circle and the dot. That's a yin. But they got a bird head right there, representing the bird, man, just like the mound builders in North America. They got a bird head right there. Right there. They got the eye, they got the mouth. They got a bird right there. Now, they try to separate, right? They try to separate ancient cultures and act like this stuff come from that land. But we all know the Birdman ideology is all over America, older than everywhere else in the world. We got ancient birdmen on mountains, mounds, mounds in America got the bird man right at the center of the inside of the mound in Georgia, aligned with equinoxes. So now we know, like, let me show y'all in Peru too. Show y'all in Peru too, with the bird carved in the side of the mountain. These are the same, this is the same culture. I don't know if I showed this before, but some of y'all might not haven't seen it before. Right there. This is Machu Picchu, so-called Jerusalem. They go to bird mouth right there. They go his eye. They go to his head dress. They go to wings going back that way. You see it? 8,000 feet in the sky in Peru on the mountainside. Y'all see it? Machu Picchu. That is ancient melanated people's structures, people, in America. This stuff really there. You see it? They go to bird's mouth. They go his head. They go his eye. They go to wings. In America. Now, y'all see it? This is one of the most beautiful places on the face. When I tell y'all, listen, this is the most beautiful. If y'all take a vacation and able to get out there, please go look at this stuff. Please. It's amazing. It's in the top of the mountain. The city is shaped like a falcon, people. And they got birds carved out of stone on the mountainside. Faces carved over the top of the crop fields. Megalithic stones. Here go the wings of the falcon in the city. The top of the city. With a monument right here where the head of the bird aligns with the solstices and equinoxes. Right there. This is Haru ideology, built in a city in the top of the mountains in South America. Beautiful. Ain't gonna get no more beautiful. Ain't nothing like this in the world, people. That high up in the mountains. In the old books, they said the Egyptian bloodline left here and went to the east side of Africa after fighting some type of war with some people. Now, I keep telling y'all, now, if these people come from Egypt, from South America, and go to Egypt on the east side through the borders of the east side of the port, or the east side of the Nile, and they say they fought a civil war against some people, who are they fighting against? People. And they take that teaching with them as they go to Africa. Then they end up fighting them again. Right? Let me show y'all that receipt one more time. Cause we gotta get some type of understanding out of this stuff, right? So if it says they fought a war, a civil war in Central and South America, forced the Egyptians to flee from the Americas, from the mountains in Peru. Who are they fighting against? It got to be these people, y'all. It got to be these people right here. It couldn't have been Africans at that time in America. It was some type of Mongol. We didn't fight Africans till we got to Africa. But Mongols are them people. I'm telling you. Some type of Mongol people fought us and we left there. Then we end up fighting Mongols and some type of Middle Eastern people or African once we got to the Nile. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Now, Genghis Khan, people. Great point. Now, let's start looking around at what people are teaching. Now, since we know a little more history, all this Amaru Khan, all this bright-skinned ass teaching, all this Thoth, the Atlantean, Amaru Khan, yellow niggas. Why they teaching this shit so hard? Y'all looking at it the way I'm looking at it? Are y'all understanding what I'm trying to tell y'all without saying it? They are teaching a certain history of a people that attacked our people. Because Genghis Khan is the Mongols' forefather. It's a beautiful hijack of a culture. It's a beautiful way to act like them people got something to do with our building. Excuse me. It's a beautiful cap. Like we say in Mississippi, dope popping. It's a beautiful cap game on the internet. It's made up history. It's made to make a certain type of people look good in a real history. Y'all get it? I know I ain't tripping. It's made to make a certain type of being look like they are divine. But really, the shit you teaching are the same people that attack my people. Huh. Let's use common sense. If the Mississippi River is where these bloodlines come from, well, that's where it come from, and they start to move out, people are attacking them, people. Somebody messing with these people. Instead of talking about wars and wars and wars, who is attacking? We've been there, we had already been there and built these civilizations thousands of years before they came. Then they started to come. The Khan people. The damn Hardy tribes. The Mongols. The shit on the walls all over. The Mayans got it on the wall, Olmecs, Egyptians, Mississippians fighting motherfuckers. Who are they fighting? If they living in peace. Hardy, Siberian Mongols, Hardy tribes. So how you think they leave the Mississippi, they go build structures at the top of the mountains, the cliff dwellers, same people, Anasazi, we start building, putting corn way up in the damn sky to get away from these hunter-gatherers. Shalom, Salem, peace, people. We were the peaceful people. We were getting attacked. We had no reason to attack nobody else. We were balanced in nature. We already got crops and water and knowledge to how to grow everything we want. We don't need nothing. So therefore, we don't hurt other people because we don't need nothing from other people. Let me get deep real quick, bro. It's a difference between need and want. We want love. We want it. Right? But we can feed and take care of our damn self. See the difference? Let me say that again for the people in the back. We want love. We want it. But we don't need nobody to feed you or take care of you. So our people was out to give love. We didn't need nothing else. Peace and love for the land and the people. We just wanted to show love. You get it? We didn't need it. We just done it because we was in a good position. And when we show love, evil people take advantage of it. Every time. You don't use love as a thing to get out on the people. That's what people are doing. They're using divine knowledge of love and they're not even. You get it? So we self-sufficient. All we got left to do is teach love and harmony and show you how to grow crops, show you how to be abundant. But people think they know everything. They don't listen. Somebody done this stuff before you who can teach you better than what you know. It's just. So our love for people, land, and our people mixed us in with these other people, and they backstabbed us every time. Now, we leave the Mississippi River. I got books that say they were attacking the tribes on the Mississippi River. Hardy tribes. We start to move, breaking into smaller tribes, because the Mississippi Delta is the homeland, I'm telling you. Mississippi River, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, down the Yazoo Valley, Mississippi Delta, that's the homeland, people. In the old newspaper, it said 11 million Indians lived in that area in ancient times. 11 million. Who you think you come from? Right there in that area. Beautiful cities right on the Mississippi River. Now, they spread out and became Native American tribes, melanated indigenous tribes later. But some of them went to the west. Some of them went to the east. Some of them went north. Some of them went south to Florida. Some of them went south to Mexico. Somebody was attacking different people on the land. Now, when I researched the Anasazi, or the ancient cliff-dwelling culture, right? That culture that left the Mississippi River and went to the Grand Canyon, them the first people that look like Egyptians, people. I'm telling you what I know. All that old lion headdress of agriculture, field, sun, and water, that's our culture. That's not Egyptian culture. They left the Mississippi River after fighting people and went to the Grand Canyon and built a whole kingdom out there. That's why they hired the Grand Canyon. Them are the first people that look like that, with that culture, with them headdresses of like pharaohs and all that come from here. Then they get attacked again. And they keep moving. They go all the way to South America. And they end up in Peru. Then they build Machu Picchu in Peru. Here come them Hardy tribes again. They fight them. They get on ships and go to the east side of Africa. Wadi El Jarf is the port. They said American wood was at the port of Wadi El Jarf on the east side of the Nile, where they built American ships right there on the coastline, bringing wood back and forth. Roll the corn. Let me show y'all something. show you something. YDL Jarf. What is this? May 20th. YDL Jarf on the Red Sea. Evidence of juniper, pine, and oak trees, which are not native to Egypt, confirms trade with regions of Levant and Western Asia. They try to teach you Western Asia, but they are lie, because juniper, pine, and oak trees are native to Timeri. Stop playing. Juniper trees so rare in Africa, and juniper trees rare, people. They extinct on the other people laying down there. Wadi Al Jarf on the Red Sea, they discovered juniper, pine, and oak trees. And storage for food. Coming off, that's a port now. That's a port. Don't forget that. That's a port city. Right here. See that? American ships were getting built right there. Coming from the east side of Africa. Hold on. Juniper, pine, and oak trees are widely native to America. Hey, now let's get deeper. Now I'm freestyling, because now you got to put all the knowledge together. Now you put the knowledge together. Now it's going to make sense. I'm going to make it make perfect sense. Let's make perfect sense. Roll the coin. Hold on. Now, if the teachings of Thoth said that the records, the astrology, and the agriculture came on a ship, and they buried the ship under the pyramids. What's the name of that ship? What's the name of that ship? Huh? Come on with it. The Khufu ship, buried under Egypt. Juniper, pine, and oak trees are native to America. I just showed you the receipt that this wood is not from Egypt, right? Right? So the teachings of Thoth, the Cygnus teachings of a people, the star alignment of Cygnus teaching of the afterlife, an American white ibis came on a ship with records from the east side of Africa to a port. That ship brought knowledge and records to the Nile River. Am I lying? That ship bought, they try to teach you, Billy Carson trying to teach you his egg shit. I mean, I'm looking at the comments. Billy Carson trying to teach you it's aliens. The ship under the, nah. The ship under Egypt is Khufu ship. Now, if juniper, pine, and oak trees are native to America, what the hell the Khufu ship made out of? Hull planks made of prized cedar wood. Juniper, cedar, Khufu ship. Acacia, Okay. American history is on that goddamn ship. Hold on. I'm breaking the code right here in your face. Our history on that damn ship. Khufu ship has records. Hieroglyphic records. Let's go look. Hold on. Hold on. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. I got the receipt. I got the receipt while y'all trying to hide it now. Y'all be these computers be listening, changing information. I already got the receipt. Now, Wadi L. Jorf, and I ain't even pulled this up. Wadi L. Jorf unearthed papyrus records of a boat inspector's log. Wadi L. Jorf, the east side, like I just showed y'all, got papyrus records of the boat inspector's log. That means somebody traveling the damn ocean got a log at the port where the damn Khufu ship come from. And they took that Khufu ship to the Nile and buried it because it was sacred to them. It got them to Africa. Records and documents how the crew sailed the Nile boats, canals to transport limestone from quarries. We wrote all the records down. Thoth said the records of the divine came on the Khufu, came on the ship. The wisdom of, that's what he's trying to tell you. Pyramid building, agriculture, spirituality, nature's teaching, Sakar, the first falcon, knowledge came, the ibis knowledge of the afterlife came on a boat. This the knowledge they're trying to hide from you. I'm telling y'all. They're going to damn near kick me off YouTube and everywhere else in a minute. Y'all better suck this shit up. I'm telling you. They're going to shut the whole shit down soon as you get to learn the truth. Now, if the knowledge of sickness, which is Thoth, came on a boat, truth now, what should the pyramids of Giza be aligned with? Cygnus, the wisdom of Thoth. Not Orion's Nebula is a part of the Cygnus teaching. So therefore, the pyramid should be perfectly aligned with Cygnus. Perfectly. And then I went into that because it all makes sense. Then I found the truth. Then you find the absolute truth. Well, let me get this receipt. Then you find the real truth. It started with the mounds in America. It started with the mounds in America. Now you get the perfect alignment with Cygnus, with the tomb of the birds, right there at the pyramids of Giza. started with the mounds on the Mississippi River. It evolved over time, moved around North and South America. Then it went to Africa. You get it? The nib and the bottom star alignment are mounds, people. The middle is the middle of Cygnus. Put the coin in the chat if you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Put the coin in the chat if you understand what I'm telling you. That's the deepest correlation you're gonna ever hear. Now let's go back to Mississippi. Now you must go back to the start. Now you must go back to the start of the bloodline of these people. Just because they left the Mississippi River prehistoric times and got smarter and smarter and smarter, and they ended up on the Nile because people pushed them off the land fighting them. But that bloodline still sits in America today because some of them people didn't leave here. Now, them your ancestors. Now, American mounds align with Cygnus. We all know these mounds are older than these pyramids, right? We all know that. Now, where did the teaching of Cygnus come from? It had to come from these people. American mounds, Cygnus. It had to come from this ancient culture doing the earthen mounds first. Then you come on with the stone and temples. Then you come on with the pyramids. You start with the earthen mound. Then you get into stone. Then you get into megalithic blocks and structures. There goes Cygnus. Alignment with Cygnus right there. This the foundation. This the first start of that knowledge. Bloom Mounds, Mississippi. This the beginning. I don't give a damn what none of these folks teaching on the internet. They don't know enough. They act like they do, but they don't know. Cygnus sits in the Fitzhugh Mounds. Louisiana ancient mounds designed to send souls to the stars. What you think the Cygnus in Egypt was doing? Sending souls through the stars. So the teaching starts with the mounds in America. There goes Cygnus Deneb sits right there. Now, let's go look at the middle culture. Since you got the first culture, let's go look at the middle culture. Did the old mix? This is how you got to study it now. Know about the Cygnus. Researchers theorize they use key northern stars, including those in Cygnus, to align celestial cities. It's the same bloodline, people. This stuff is so old, can't be no 3 or 4 people around the world doing the same thing. La Venta, deliberately built 8 degrees west of north. Let's pull that up. Hold on. Olmec pyramid layouts were designed as astronomical observations to track the movement of stars, including what, my baby? Cygnus. Okay. All right. All right. Now you're getting down to the real truth. Right? Yes, ancient Mayans. Naked eye astronomers were aware of the stars of Cygnus. Then, later on, you get the Greeks using the swan. The Maya incorporated the Cygnus region into their own rich, cultural, significant, cosmic geography. This is divine knowledge. Roll the coin. I'm telling you. We know the truth now. Maya, the Cygnus. Maya, the Cygnus. Levanta, where the Olmecs was. Central star in Cygnus. Olmec and Mayan astronomy. Beautiful bird, 7 macaw. Come on now. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. The Cygnus mystery all over the world. They know it. The Cygnus bird, 17,000 years to when the constellation occupied the pole position in the northern night sky. Cygnus is the root to all world's religions. Cygnus is the root of all world's religions. The Greek had Orpheus, who played a harp. They're standing for Cygnus and Lyra in the sky. Orpheus became who? Jesus over time. Go read about it. See what they saying in here. The earliest Paleolithic times, the star Cygnus were seen as the gateway to heaven. Shamanic journeys, Native American funeral rites, the alignments of prehistoric standing stones, all pointed their way to the sky world, except the Milky Way, or imagine the cosmic axis. This belief shaped cosmologies around the world, influenced sacred architecture from avenues in Britain to the temples in Mexico, Peru, and India, and lie behind all major religions to this day. That's enough for the day. That's enough. Roll the coin. Now do you see where these words come from? These so-called paleo words come from. Now you see where everything come from. Caves with bird imagery was the creation of the influence of travel and vision around the world. Using astrology, dynamic understanding of spiritual wisdom. This groundbreaking work takes us to the heart of the ancient mystery and the front lines of a battle over the force that changed humanity's course. When somebody started teaching it, it changed humanity's course. It gave people a belief system. It gave people a teaching, right? Now, the oldest alignment with that sickness on the ground is in America. All them stones over there in Europe is not older than the alignment with sickness on the Mississippi River. And they know this. That's why they call this the land, the promised land, the man of milk, and all the knowledge came from here and went around the world. Hope y'all learned something today. Put something in the chat, man. Put coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Let me show y'all something. This is why I like to show y'all that symbolism, right? Show y'all the symbolism. Orpheus and the harp. That's why I like to teach y'all that, because this stuff became religion over time, right? Put the coin in the chat. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube if you ain't, man, so you can, because a lot of more teachings that go with this. Okay, the Greek. By the time this knowledge got to the Greek people, Orpheus is a legendary musician who received a golden lyre, an ancient harp, from the sun god Apollo. Now, let me show y'all what that became, a part of the story. Show y'all what that became. Early Christians didn't literally believe the Greek figure Orpheus became Jesus. Instead, because Orpheus and Jesus shared themes like the descent into the underworld, defying death, and taming souls, early Christian artists often used Orpheus with his harp as an allegory disguised for Jesus. What does Orpheus and his harp in the underworld got to do with sickness? Huh? Over time. Resurrection myth could be found throughout the world. Now, the harp represents Lyra. It represents Lyra. It's the path of souls. It's still the same teaching, people. It's just turning into mythology of a story. Right? The harp represents Lyra. Orpheus represents sickness. That's why you get, right, the swan and the harp in these other people's mythology. Right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you start to get shit like this, right? See that? The swan and the harp. Then you start to get the Jesus teaching about the swan and all of that. It's the same stuff. Now, from a triangle that floats over America, swan, harp, eagle. Swan, harp, and eagle. And you get it right here. And this is what you get. I ain't mean to do all that. Oh, I ain't trying to do that. Find something better. Some a triangle, right? That's where all this stuff come from. Right here. Roll the coin. Right here. Right here, people. Once you learn this right here, you know everything you need to know. They go to harp, they go to swan, they go to eagle. This got something to do with the afterlife. The harp is Lari or Lyra. Aquila is the eagle, the vulture. All ancient cultures got something to do with one of these three. This became the Ashkenazi Jewish menorah sign. Y'all know what Deneb came. This is the alignment with the pyramids of Egypt. Aquila, when they talk about the continent of the eagle, America, the red, white, and blue eagle, they're talking about these three stars right here. The head of Aquila is red, white, and blue. That's why America is red, white, and blue with the eagle. The eagle land, the land of the eagle. But Deneb and Lyra go right along with the teaching. This star alignment is floating over America. It's going to start floating over America in the next couple of days. It's called the Summer Triangle. So right before the summer starts, ancient cultures admired this because it floated, right? It floats all together over America. Anybody listening to me, when the summer starts, start looking up in the sky if you're in the southeast of America, and you're going to see the swan, the eagle, and the harp right there in your face every night, all the way through the summer. And we align mounds with this stuff before everybody. This is the ancient wisdom that the ancient American people done. This is where you get thought from. This is where you get the land of the eagle from. The wisdom of Deneb is Thoth, people. That's the Thoth teaching. So on that boat, we brought the wisdom of Cygnus to Africa. You get it? Truth now just lying. I don't know what he's talking about. All right, let me show you. You don't know what you're talking about. He just making shit up. Okay. Simple questions. Is thought associated? Simple questions will break the truth for you. With Cygnus. Simple questions. Let's go see. Let's see if thought connected to Cygnus. Let's go see. Let's go look around at some receipts. Hold on. The wisdom of Thoth. The ibis corresponds to the same stars and positions in the night sky as the Cygnus constellation. It also matches the iconography of the ibis bird with that of the swan. Okay. Cygnus were associated with different constellations before the stars and the swan of the ancient Greeks. Now, so really, the God of wisdom is the teaching of Cygnus, the wisdom of Cygnus, right? Jehuti, Thoth in Greek. The constellation Cygnus has been since ancient times, perhaps as far back as the ancient Egyptians, spanned thousands of years to 3000 BC when it hit Africa, right? That is the teaching of Thoth. Same stuff, people. And when Thoth told you they brought that on a boat to Africa, you better listen to them. Because they're talking about wisdom of the Cygnus coming to Africa on a boat, and they buried it under Giza. That's what they're trying to tell you. Get it? Y'all get it? You got to go to the right spot to see the stars. Now, mythology is telling you it's an alien. Mythology telling you it's an alien. Mythology telling you it's some type of Thoth the Atlantean god flying around. Thoth is a teaching of sickness coming with a people. So you use the American ibis to symbolize wisdom of ancient sickness teachings. And we got melanated people teaching our people the wrong thing and leading us the wrong way. But we got ibises buried in tombs in Florida, just like in Egypt. We got falcons buried in the mounds with the people. In Egypt, falcons and ibises were buried close to Deneb at the top of sickness. So you put the tomb of the birds right there. In America, mounds are the rising of sickness. You got a mound with people buried with birds right there. Giants. Do you get it? That is the path of souls. You bury them like that. That is duat. That's why you put the burial mound with a Deneb or a sickness teaching. So therefore, the ibis became the protector of the underworld. Now in Egypt, the tomb of the birds, falcons and ibises buried at a mound aligned with Deneb with the pyramids. They call it the tomb of the birds, right? Right? Roll the coin. Now, let's go look at a mound in Florida. The bones of a juvenile white ibis indigenous people collected during the mid to late June to coincide with the summer solstice feast, right? Old shell mounds buried ibises in Florida. White ibises in Florida used for sustenance and ceremony. Incredibly ancient species of ibis in Florida buried in a damn mound. Ancient earth pits filled with ibises. What do you think they're doing out there? They got ibises out there. Just same thing Egypt was doing. It's the same thing Egypt was doing. Now let's go look at the tomb of the birds. I showed y'all on the other, on another live, how that part they talking about was aligned with sickness. Them shell mounds in Florida aligned with sickness, just like the pyramids of Giza. Tomb of birds in Egypt. Ibis is buried in a mound. And falcons. Now, millions of sacred ibises were mummified in a burial underground catacombs to honor Thoth, the teachings of the ibis, the teachers of sickness, the god of wisdom and writing, tomb of the birds in Egypt, aligned with Deneb. Same thing in America. A line with the star nailed. Same stuff, y'all. See it? Mummified ibises. Stuff wild now. The truth way bigger than the lie. Roll the coin. Bird mummies. Ibises. The mummified bird DNA. These were migratory birds that they had perhaps tamed for a short time. They not even from there. The damn ibis that's in the tomb ain't even from Egypt. Talking about they migratory bird. They migrated there. We bought them there. I don't even be looking for receipts, man. Receipts find me. Elite receipt gang. I don't even look for receipts no more. That shit is too elementary at this point. We got to move on. Damn bird that's buried in the tomb of the birds ain't even from Egypt. Where's a migratory bird? The people migrated and the bird, huh? Everybody just ended up there and buried each other, huh? You hunter-gatherers who changed our history, your day coming. All y'all. Melanated people, whites, fake-ass Egyptians, fake Native American, all y'all day coming. All y'all, because y'all work together to hide our history. Even melanated people who don't know no better hide our history. Working with the History Channel and working with the government, hiding our history. Trying to make money off our lying about our history, bro. I don't like y'all. Trying to blame, we got melanated people trying to blame the Bible for our demise. These people been at us before the Bible was ever written. They was at us before the Bible was ever written. Don't just blame that. They was attacking us in BC times. And you're going to try to blame a book. No, it's deeper than that. Way deeper than that. So, now, we got to study it and look at it another way. We got to learn another way. We got to learn what the truth, exact truth is. Everybody in on this, people. Everybody in on this hiding of our information. Because it shows we taught them everything. It shows we built all the ancient cities. It shows our crops and teachings changed the world. It shows that we created the languages. It shows that we wasn't at war with each other. It shows that we worked together. It took thousands of people to build the mounds in Mississippi that worked together, people. It couldn't have been no beef out there. It take 4 or 5 years to build a massive mounds in Mississippi and Georgia and Alabama. That shows you work together to do it. That shows unity, peace and harmony in nature. That don't show you killing each other and fighting. You can't get nothing done killing and fighting and not communicating. You can't get nothing accomplished like that. So people who built these structures had to be working together in harmony. Ain't no way around it. These people are holding hands, people. We the only culture on the face of the earth, on ancient, only copper-colored people on the face of the earth that built a pyramid holding hands. Us. This is American artifact. This ain't nothing we just created to just try to lie. We don't got to get on here and lie to Native Americans and all the other cultures. I'm showing you the artifacts. These people that's holding hands, Huaca, built the Huaca Pyramid in South America. 1, 2, 3, ABC, basic knowledge. And as you can see, they brown-skinned people. I'm just gonna give it to you straight like that. Now tomorrow, I'm taking pre-orders for the new shirt, y'all. The Real Indians, We Know the Truth Now shirt. This is an Indian from Mexico. As you can see, he has the canes beside him. If you don't know the symbolism, that is lambed, people. Lambed. That is paleo pictograph Hebrew before it turned biblical. That's what you must know. Lambed, paleo. Let me show you the truth. This is a real artifact. This ain't no damn AI right here. This ain't no AI, big dog. I ain't making no AI t-shirts. Fuck I'm gonna do that for, and I got real melanated Indians. Lambed. You see them canes upside this with the corn with a yin? Melanated Indians? Let me show you what that lamb means before I get out of here. Lamb, people. That's where they got the biblical language from. Us. It's the same thing. What does it mean? The shepherd staff. Teach. Authority. Roll the corn. Teach, authority, lead. It's in Egypt. The Canaanites got it. The Hebrews got it later. Phoenicians got it. Who you think gave them that language? Roll the corn. That don't come from no Middle East. No Jerusalem. We took that there. Why does an ancient Indian got lambed on the artifact and he ain't never read no book? Don't let these people fool you no more. We created that language. They wrote it in books later. We ain't have to read no book to know what lamb and authority was. The chief, authority of the chief lambed. Lead the people, lead the cattle, all of that. Early Semitic origin. Then the Arabic people get it, and all these other people after us. Then the Hebrew get it with a shepherd's staff. Come on now. This artifact, this man ain't read no damn book about no Bible. Nowhere near it. His ancestors taught him that. He ain't read no books. See, the book make you think you ain't created. Ancient lamb, authority, leadership, direction. Ancient lamb, shepherds and farmers to guide, correct and protect the flock. Depicted as a shepherd's staff. Authority, leadership, farmers to guide, shepherds, direction. That's why he got it on the artifact. This was one of the chiefs. Leadership, direction. That's what made him the chief. The circle with the dot on the headdress. The circle with the dot. You see the corn. You see the circle with the dot, right? You see the circle with the dot, huh? You see it? Right up under the corn? On the headdress? I know you see it. The circle with the dot, a yin. The early Hebrew. See, you must know what you're looking at. You must know what you're looking at, bro. They got their stuff later. They got it later. It come from us, so we always had it. Because like I told y'all, Shawty ain't read no book. Shawty didn't get spiritual from no book. Shawty got spiritual in the field. His ancestors created that language, that culture. And that language became biblical as it went around the world later in history. The American melanated Indian, it was already in their ancestry. They didn't have to read no book to get the knowledge. The ancestors taught it to them because it come from this land. You get it? Some people don't understand it. They try to make everything biblical. So they try to say everything fake. You must go back before all of that to learn the truth. Roll the corn. So this is the Real Indian t-shirt. I'm dropping these tomorrow. Roll the corn. These go on sale tomorrow. And I'm starting my whole clothing line of things I just like tomorrow. I hope y'all support it, man. I got the art. It's called the Real Indian Collection. And they got artifacts of melanated Indians on every shirt. So this is the first one. Then I got other stuff I'm doing, right? And I'm going to show them to y'all every day till I start putting them out. But just other stuff I like. This is the Scarface shirt. I just like Scarface the movie. So this the other line I got with, like, you know, just culture stuff. Just culture stuff, y'all. This is the Scarface one. Right? This is the Menace to Society shirt. All of them gonna be black with the letters like this. This is the Menace to Society one I'm doing. All these gonna go on sale tomorrow. But this time, I'm doing 3-day shipping. So they're going to get there faster, more efficient. They're coming out faster. I'm just showing y'all like stuff. I just always like dope t-shirts. So I just said I'm going to put my own line out. I got the Real Indian line where we know the truth now, and I just got other stuff I like, right? So this the paid in full one. This is going to be a big graphic on the front of the black hoodie or the black t-shirt. That's paid in full. That's Menace to Society. This belly. This is going to be the belly shirt. Roll the corn. Just something dope I just like to do, man. And I like shirts and stuff, bro. This Boys in the Hood. This the Boys in the Hood with Cube. They're going to be on the black shirts so it could look just like this, right? You got Top Shotters. Got Top Shotters. Dope. Got Juice. We got Juice. I got the Goodfellas because I always love this movie. I got the Goodfellas shirt when they was doing the mob stuff in the trunk. I just like this movie, right? So I'm making one for this one. And here go Tony Montana with the Montana management. I always like this shot. So I got the company to make these for me. Fire. The Menace to Society fire. All right, this Menace to Society fire, bro. That's fire. So I'm gonna do some more movies and stuff I like, and I'm gonna do the graphics for it. But this gonna be the real Indian shirt. Love y'all, I'm in love with you. I'm gonna drop these tomorrow, man. I'm taking pre-orders tomorrow, so y'all stick with me, man. Appreciate the support. Hope y'all learned something. Go to the YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. We know the truth now. And we getting there, y'all. We getting there. Love you, I'm in love with you, man. I appreciate all the support. And like I told y'all, when I launch my shirts, my shirt company again, and it's gonna be done a little better this time, I'm finna get out here and impact the people. And I'm finna get out here and start helping the people. Our people, not just no random anybody. Our people who are homeless or who need food, or old people need a bill paid, or old people need groceries. I think that's my calling. And I'm gonna do more meetups at the mounds and the museums. And I gotta get out here in the world, man. I just had to get my shirt business together because y'all be shopping with me and they're not coming fast enough. So I had to find the right distributors to get the product to my people fast and efficient. Appreciate y'all patience, man. Tomorrow, everybody who bought some of the old Truth shirts and they didn't come because they sent a bunch of them back in the different places, I'm going to send y'all the new shirts for free. So we're going to get a new list going and we're going to start over and do it all right, man. Love y'all, I'm in love with you. Galil at the gun, roll the corn. We know the truth now, man.